Hi everyone and welcome to my creation videos. In this video today I will show you how to make a onesie card. I've been making a bunch of those to send to my friend who's expecting a baby girl pretty soon. So instead of the videos that I promised that I will record for you to show you the technique I demonstrated at the Baltimore Regional Seminar last week, I decided to start with the baby onesie card while I'm in the mood of making those. So the supplies you will need is you will start with a piece of cardstock. I'm using Whisper White and it's 4 1/4 by 11 inches long, like to make normal A2 card. And then I have some pink Purette that I'll be using for around the collar, the sleeves, and the leg openings of the onesie. I have some dimensionals, Stamp-O-Magic. You will need the 1 3/8 of an inch circle punch and the 1 3/4 scallop circle punch. And I'll be using the Every Little Bit stamp set. And I'm using the chocolate chip to color. I will use the little like teddy bear for it, so I will use the chocolate chip stamp set to color in the bear, and my blender pen as well to add some accents. I will use the white gel pen. So what you want to do first is I will put the punch. I'm using the old style to cut around the color, and so because it's old one, and if I'm kind of used to with this one than with the new style ones, but I will use this one and the scallop circle to make the collar and like the leg openings. So let's get started. Put those aside, and you will need a ruler, and as well you will need a craft knife. I only know where I've put mine. Okay, so you will start with your card base and you will score it at 5 1/2 inches. So I'm using the Fiskars paper trimmer with the scoring blade. I don't know if you can see that. Put it more. Make sure that's there, and I will score. And then I will just fold it in half. Well, I didn't really do a good job. 5 1/2 inches. But what I will do. Okay, let me fix this. So there we have, and I have like left, I didn't really do a good job at 5 1/2. I'm not sure why. Probably because I don't have my glasses on. And I will not use the cutting blade. I'll just cut that like probably it's less than 1/8 of an inch to kind of even it out on the bottom. So there we have that. And now we don't need our paper trimmer anymore. And I had somewhere I punched a half circle. Anyway, I'll just punch a half circle so I can use it as a mark to where to punch the collar. And I will just position it in the center. What I do usually, I use my grid paper to kind of center it right. So there we have that one, and have that one. I'll just mark it using, I think, my pencil. And then you can go back with an eraser and erase it after you're done with the card. So I have that mark, and I'll use the circle punch to 1 3/8 circle punch to punch that. So there we have that. Next I will use my ruler, and I'll mark on the sides from the top 1 3/4 of an inch down for my sleeves. So we have 1 3/4 3/4 there and 1 3/4 here, and I will add another here, another mark so I can like make a straight line in here. So, and then I will make the sleeves 3/4 deep, so we'll have that, and here it's 3/4 mark. I'll make that line there, and here's the 3/4, that line there. And then from this point, from the inside, I'll draw a line to the bottom of the card, to this point here and this point here. So have that one there, and this one here. Okay, now I'll use my ruler. I'm using different ruler because this one has a metal edge, and when I cut with the craft knife, I don't cut into the plastic of the ruler because I have bad habit of doing that. So here's my craft knife. Glad I found it. And I'll just move my grid paper like this aside. Oops. So I cut on the cutting mat instead of the paper because the blades get dull if you cut onto paper. Okay, and now I will just cut along the marked up lines. Position my ruler, and I'll cut this line here, and then this line here. Make sure it's cut through the both layers. So, and then I will cut the other 2 lines. There I have that one, and this one here. Okay, and now here is our onesie. Kind of looks like a little dress, but you will see what happens next. Just put this aside, and now I'll take my circle punch, and you will notice that I've marked it. I have like 3 marks where, because I've made so many of those cards, so I know where to position it. Kind of make sure those like line up. I'm not sure how they will. Oops. So just, I guess like this doesn't really. Make sure that this part is lining up with this dot here, and don't worry about the rest. And it's straight line down. So cut that one. And now to make sure it's even on the other side, I just turn it around, turn it over, and like do the same thing. So here we go. And next I will take my paper snips and I will cut these ends. So it's like more like, and here's our onesie. So, and next what you can do using your scoring blade on your paper trimmer, you can score a line along here. to kind of add, like you can add then like buttons or like little brads or something for the closure of the onesie. So I'll bring up the blade, the hand, make sure this is straight, and then I will, oops, I need to hold it tight so it doesn't move. So here's our, I'm not sure, there it is. And here along, like usually I add like 3 little brads. So there's our base for the onesie, and now it's time to decorate it. I'll put back my grid paper.